I never really liked myself that much before girlfriends. When they call you the sexiest man alive, they have to put that nerd on it.
As far as deserving, I think that like people understood that what you brought to the screen was special and unique.
Thank you.
Even so much of like, I think people are always, have wondered, okay, why didn't we see more of this character, more of this person? Do you think that, and I think you touched on it lightly, but do you think that the network messed up in not pushing you? And did you feel some type of way early on about not getting that push as good as it?
I thought that they messed up, and I was in real bad shape when they didn't. I was real sad and stuff. But it's a really expensive proposition to do, you know, a TV show. It's almost like $1 billion or something. They take out a huge loan, and then they have to get to 5 years of TV before they make their money back. And if if they don't think that you can handle it, that you can do it, they're not gonna risk. Money is important. They don't care about you. Nobody cares about it. They only care about you as much as you can make them money. And, I don't want to say it, but as a black man, hey, I'm not all American, but, they don't care. You're making money, they care. They like me for a while, the show gets old in the tooth, I get old in the tooth. They're like, yeah, well, we've seen him, we want to do something else. Or some other people call you into audition and they're like, okay, thanks, but there's 50 dudes out there that you know. And that, what their names are auditioning against you. And they're like, oh, we want this guy.
Yeah. Was it accurate when we heard that William was supposed to get his own spinoff?
Yeah, I thought it was accurate. No one had said anything because I can't say anything. But they wink at you a lot. Especially in the beginning, when you're fresh and they really like you. And then you just feel it in the air, and then it just didn't. It was like a bird that just doesn't take off. I needed more of a,
In terms of, you mentioned earlier, like, I can't help but notice, I feel like the show, it gave you life, but it seemed to also impact you.
Yeah, it was, at a time, it was a third of my life was on that show. I grew up a lot, I learned to think differently about everything, and, so when it was gone, it was just like, how do you maintain this kind of sense of self? Well, I never really liked myself that much before girlfriends. I mean, even when they call you the sexiest man alive, they have to put that nerd on it, otherwise, because obviously I'm not the sexiest man alive, but it's just like the way that you see yourself and how everybody else sees it. It's like, that's how, but I never really saw myself as like a valuable person or like, it's just like the girlfriends came and I changed all that.
The validation came.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of it stayed, but it's hard to keep your chin up, as they say.